I hope you're doing well. I'm gonna jump into a couple of hives today and just see how they're progressing early September. I think it's the beginning of the second week of September here. Beautiful weather, and this morning has just been absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous weekend. Got a little bit of rain, but it's high pressure now for the most part. Mid to upper 70s right now, so great time to kind of just check and see how they're doing. It's going to warm up in the 80s today. So I'm checking to make sure that the queens are still laying good brood. I'm going to jump into several hives and just show you a few highlights maybe. Making sure they got brood, see how any nectar's coming in off of Goldenrod potentially is starting to bloom around here. I'm at Honey Hole Farms in Fayetteville, Georgia. So stay with me. All right, well, in this first big hive right here, just checking the feed. They still got a lot of feed up here, so that tells me they're either finding, and this is really good sugar water, look how clear that is. It tells me they're either finding nectar with maybe some goldenrod. I don't even need to add feed to this, which is fine. That's good. I'm just gonna set it down here. We'll jump inside and see what kind of bee numbers we got in this big hive. Give them a little bit. These are really good and active. I see some bees flying around. I want to make sure they're not robbing, but if you got a little bit of flow, it shouldn't be robbing that much. I say, looking over just to see if I see any small hive beetles. I do not. I'm gonna shake those down. Let's just jump into here and see what we see. All right, these girls off of there. Lots of good numbers in the middle. They're stacking this thing with nectar. Lots of bees in the air here, so I'm just gonna put them down just a little bit. Let's check to see if we got some nectar in the middle here. We're not gonna stay long. I'm gonna cover this thing up, check down in the bottom, check to see if they got brood. Got a little bit of weight on this frame. Let's just look. Yeah, look at all this, packed with nectar. It looks good. There's a ton of nectar on this thing. Thing's absolutely full, and they're starting to cap some of it. So, all right, I'm just looking at some of the frames beside it. Looks good. See if there's any brood or if they've absolutely replaced brood with nectar. All right, looks like the brood that is hatching, they're stacking behind it with nectar just as hard as they can go, so that's what I would anticipate to happen anyway. All right, a little bit of brood kind of scattered out, but I think after that they're probably gonna move down to the bottom, or the queen will probably stay in the bottom. That's my guess, because they're gonna stack it full of nectar. They hadn't started capping any of this, but there's nectar all in it, so okay. All right, lots of nectar up top. All this is drawn comb, make it easy on them. Okay, let's go on the bottom. Check and see what we got here. Got some brood, pollen, lots of pollen, brood, a little bit of brood, not a ton. Don't see the queen right off. All right, I'm gonna set this for just a second. Look at this side one here. There's not a ton of bees in here, so I'm a little concerned with the numbers. There's the queen. All right, there she is. Got brood on here. I see a lot of little milky larvae all down in here, so she's still laying. Just need to be real careful with this one. All right, I'm gonna put this back in. Queen's on that one. Put this one back. And we're gonna shut this one back up here real quick and just leave it alone. Let it just keep on with the bee numbers, hopefully through this month. Okay, now this is the next little hive. I jumped in here and realized, hey, bees are coming up top pretty good. All they need is just a little bit of extra feed. Keep them going. They're still hitting this pretty good, so I'm gonna give them just a little bit of feed here. That's pretty good. You can see they're up top grabbing that, looking good. We'll go to the next one. Well, these two little hives, I'm gonna jump in them real quick. But they got good activity coming in and out. This has been a super strong little hive over the last several months or so. So let's see how they're doing. Let's see if they got any feed left. No, they always down the feed like you just wouldn't believe. So I'm gonna lay them right here. They'll be fine. Bump them out just a little bit. Okay, let's jump into this hive. See how they're doing. Little ant right there, get you. Nice bees all over the top. I don't see any small hive beetles, which is great. Look at all those bees. That's fun. Bees have an exoskeleton, so that's not going to hurt them. I'll bump these off. Alright. Look at all the bees up top. I'll give them just a little bit of smoke. Good numbers up top, looks like. Alright. Now, this hive goes crazy taking down the sugar water, but I also think they're out hitting it pretty hard. But look at this wax. They have absolutely capped every single bit of this. It is heavy. That's honey right there. They have ripened it up. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Wow. All right, tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this one and move it over. See if we can kind of shift that one just a little bit over to the middle. All right. See what I'm gonna do is actually pull this one out of here. And it's got weight on one side, so let me just hold that one. Let me put this one back in here. Wow, that's heavy. And then let's look at this one real quick. Brood all over one side of it, I can tell. And nectar. Look at this brood. Wow, gorgeous. We got nectar all capped all the way around the edges. Honey all over the next frame. This one's got a ton of good brood. Looks pretty though. All right, we're not gonna stay right up here very long. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave that one right there. Get my finger out of here. And I'm gonna take this one that they have absolutely capped. Capping off the top of it, filling the bottom, adding on these little combs in the bottom. All right, I'm just gonna see if I can fit this one down in here. All right, look at this. Get down in there. All right, wow. Lots of honey up here on top on this pretty hive. They are getting ready for winter. Look at the bees all over here. They're working on this one. Starting to stack some nectar. Don't see the queen right off. She could be up here. They are drawing this out. Nice. Just gorgeous. This one on this side is absolutely packed with nectar. I'm not going to pick it up, but it is heavy. Almost full of nectar. So this whole top box here is getting pretty full with a lot of pretty nectar up here. And Goldenrod really is just starting. They should hopefully find, look at this, it is soaking wet. Gosh, lots of good nectar coming in. Tons of, I wish you could, I don't know that this is going to do it justice, but this is almost all ready to cap. They have drawn it out beautifully, just beautifully. Wow. Okay. All right. Let's go see what's in the bottom. Okay, well, this is down on the bottom. You can see I must have squeezed out a little bit of honey. There's honey on both of these, and they are quickly drawing that up. So tell you what I'm going to do. I just want to look on the outside here and see if they've got some room. There's a ton of bees in this thing. This is good. I don't want to do anything to mess it up. I just want to see if there's some room on the outsides for Goldenrod. I really would like to see if they got some brood down in here too. All right, room on the outside here, nectar going in. All right, I'm gonna let this one sit for just a second outside. Let's pop this frame, see what we get. A little bit more room. So there's one frame of room, I know. A couple frames up top. All right, they're packing honey, capping it up at the top. Not a lot on this one. This one's kind of open. So this one may be a good one to, let's see what's on this next one. Let's see if we see any brood. I would like to see some more brood. We saw some brood up top. See they're pulling this out quickly. Look at all that nectar. I'm trying to see if I see the queen. I don't see her right off on here, but they are packing this. They insert one of those in between. Well, they are all over that honey. Drawing it up. I'm not going to get into the portion that has the honey. I'm just going to see what's in between here. Alright, girls, tell you what, let me just bump you apart. I don't want anybody to get hurt. Let me pull this one apart. There we go. Alright, nobody gets squeezed. Look at this. Look at this brood. Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful brood. This is what it should look like right here. Oh my gosh. Gorgeous. Just a beautiful frame going into winter, going into fall, but getting ready for winter, because these bees that you're seeing here are the ones that are going to get us through winter. All right, feel really good about that one. And there's some bird comb on the top. I'm going to check. Oh, here's what we're going to do. I'm just going to squeeze this one right back over. No big deal. I'm going to scoot this one over. I'm going to insert this one. Hopefully they'll draw this one out pretty good. They got a lot of sugar water and they use it quick, and they got a lot of resources, so I'm going to let them draw that one out. Okay, I'm going to squeeze this back together. These bees are doing great. There's a little bit of a gap there. All right, glad I closed that up. All right, let's put it back together. Okay, well, I'm just going to top this off, give them some sugar water. They are packing away the resources, and lots of bees on the inside and outside, just a lot of movement. Give them this, and then I'm going to shut this one, go to the next one real quick. Okay, got some good activity coming in and out of this hive. Just going to check on it real quick. All right, well, I've struggled from time to time with some ants up top here. Let me see this feeder. Still got bees in the feeder, but it looks kind of gross on the inside, so I'm going to swap this one out for a clean feeder. I'll put that one over there, and I'll shake the bees out of it. I know there's a few bees in there. Just really want to check and see their numbers. All right, look at all those bees. And I'm seeing good nectar all up top here. It's got a medium for a super. Again, I'm going to leave all of this nectar and honey on them all winter. So look at the number of bees down in here, and I see this is really swollen with nectar. Look at this frame. This is looking good from the top here, so let's just see what we got. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Let's pop this one out of here just so I don't tear this nectar. They have chosen to draw this one out so thick. Now there's nectar going in on this little one, but let me show you what they're doing next door. Look how thick this is. That's how thick they draw it out. Capped honey. Look at it just glistening. I hope you can see that. Just packed. And the noise of this is incredible. Them working. Okay, they got eggs. Looks like eggs. I don't think they've polished this, getting ready for her to lay. They got queen could be anywhere here. This thing is absolutely packed. Good bee numbers. I'm just going to set this to the side for a second and check this next one. See what we got. Queen might be up here laying. She might have some brood in this middle. Yep, there's brood. Alright, there's little bitty larvae. Tons of little larvae and eggs all around this. So let me just check and see. Gorgeous. All right, queen, where are you? Look at this brood, right in the middle. Beautiful. She's around here somewhere. Little bitty larvae all around that brood. So look how pretty that is. I figured that's what they're doing. You know, they got it polished, ready for her to lay. I actually like that and kind of moving up a little, which is what bees like to do, is move up. Look at this nectar. Tons of nectar. Beautiful nectar over here. All right, we're gonna lay this back down. Lots of nectar with some brood right in the middle. Okay, it makes total sense. It's a good position. I'm gonna lay this one right back over here. Actually, I'll tell you what, no, that one's got a little bit larvae. I'm gonna put it right back where it was. Okay, and then this one goes right here. Okay. Quickly check the numbers in the bottom. All right, nice numbers down in the bottom here. Good bee numbers. Wow, beautiful. You can really hear them fanning away over on the top, the super I just pulled off. But I think a lot of that is really them fanning their wings, curing that honey. Look at all this brood. Yep, queen might be right down here. Here's a ton. Just beautiful brood in here. Just gorgeous. Alright, I don't see her right off. But she's a tricky one too. Alright. I don't have to see her at all to know she's in here working like crazy. In fact, I'm going to leave her alone. We're going to put this... Alright, now here's our clean feeder. I went ahead and shook out that dirty one. I'm going to put the rest of this sugar water in here. That ought to be plenty. Because they're going out and getting goldenrod too, so I'll be amazed if they, of course, I'm not amazed at anything bees do. To be honest with you, they are incredible. They can do 3 times, 4 times as much as what you're thinking. I promise. And probably more. Okay, so feeder's on. We're gonna put this thing back up. I know it got turned it upside down, but it's because of the ants. Yeah, let's make sure these girls know where they're going. And we'll button this thing up, man. Good looking little colony. Wow, that was fun. Got into a couple of big hives. Queens are all looking good, the ones that I saw. Nice brood. Right here in the first part of September, goldenrod's starting to pick up just a little bit. We've gotten a little rain lately. Colonies are all looking really good. I'm going to watch them closely here and just make sure that they're doing what they need to do going into fall here. So if you like, subscribe. God bless.